Hey Robert, how are you? Good seeing you.
Hey, good to see you, man.
How you been?
Really good, man. Just keeping busy.
It's been a while since we've seen you do a family film. I think Spy Kids 4 was the last one in 2011. What took so long?
You know what? It's one of those things that I just found I enjoyed making them for children so much because I saw kids watch them over and over again. But parents knew that the kids were going to watch it a lot at home. So why take them 50 times to see it at the theater? Say it once at the theater and then wait for it to come out on video. So you never knew how well those movies actually did because the box office wouldn't reflect it and kids couldn't drive themselves, so they couldn't have had more box office. So I kind of stopped making those after a while because I knew that they weren't going to get the return on the investment the equal to what how much they were being viewed. So when Netflix kind of came to me, and I love making them, but when Netflix came to me and said, "We love how those movies play. They play great on our service. Kids watch them over and over again because they know the metrics. They see how many times people watch it. If you can make us a family live action like those original, we'd love that." I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. They can bypass the theater, having mom having to drive them to the theater anyway, and you can just watch it right there at home. Because my daughter wants to watch Glitter Force. I don't have to take her to a theater. She can sit there and watch it as many times as she wants. It's the best babysitter. So I thought that would be really cool. Then we'll finally know how much kids really watch this. And then they'll probably order a sequel because they'll see, wow, this really gets a lot of audience, more than we knew. So that got me thinking. In fact, I came up with the idea, even the title in the room while Scott Stuber was telling me he wanted a family action thing. That's how ready I was to do another one. And now my kids are at the age that they work with me. So I went back home and said, we got to come up with a bunch of characters. And you're all going to work on it with me because this is how we used to do the Spy Kid movies. Y'all worked with me on them as stunt kids and all kinds of stuff. So we came up with it together. We came up with 16 characters and I had to shave it down to 11 because I knew there's no way it fits 16 kids in a frame. And I tried to get it even lower, and it's like 11's a lot of kids, but they're such cool abilities. This is legit Avengers team of young kids. I think there's like that's how many Avengers there are. I mean, there's like that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
So
it
it
totally
was
is.
fun. It was really fun to come up with something for this new generation that families could watch at home together on Christmas Day. It's perfect for the whole family, and it'll remind those that are older that grew up on Spy Kids that genre. It's a very unique genre of films, because now family films are mostly animated or superhero movies are always PG-13. They're not really appropriate for kids, yet they figure, the kids will go anyway. This one's really thinking about the kids and their own mythology and their own story, their own morality lessons and teaching things that they need to know about life and about taking over the world from their parents who have obviously screwed things up, and being prepared for that, and parents being real mentors and partnering with their children. That's all important virtues that I learned over raising 5 kids and being a family of 10.
Ask you a quick question about the 10-minute film school stuff. I love that. That was my favorite thing. I have all the original ones here.
Yeah,
Um, are you going to do one of those for Netflix for this?
I would love to. I just don't know how they show those types of things. I know we did a bunch of EPK kind of stuff and something that I don't know how it works, how they do I have to see how we can use some of that special stuff that we shot. I don't know if it's part of when you go to click on the movie, you see it or what, but I love those making ofs, doing those. I made them painlessly 10 minutes. They're actually more like 6 or 7 minutes instead of the big drawn out making ofs, just like how you did the movie. Because I think it's really enlightening to the audience and fun to see all the tricks that you do to make all these powers work, especially for children. I think inspires them to make movies.
Yeah, I think you're a master, Robert. I really do. I love the fact that you can go from, such an adult movie like Sin City, and then you can go make like the cutest family film and like everything in between. So kudos to you, man.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Well, have a great day. I know you have a lot more people to talk to. Good talking to you briefly.
Thanks, man. Nice to talk to you.
See you later.